Hello YouTube, Chris Flynn back here again for another video. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some stories from video rental stores like Blockbuster and some others that I used to work at back when they were still a thing. Of course, Netflix came along and put them out of business. Apparently, there's like one Blockbuster left. It's like in Utah or Idaho or something. It's like a museum sort of type thing. Anyways. Blockbuster's all gone, and so are all video rental stores, or most of them. So there's probably still some mom and pops out there, still doing it, and I appreciate them for sticking with it. But yeah, so let's jump right in. Summer 2007, I just dropped out of college and I was living with my dad for the summer. And first of all, I always liked going to my local Blockbuster, especially in high school. I would rent like gangster movies, crime stories, action, adventure, war, occasional horror. I'd rent anything, new and old, and I had a blast just like discovering movies like Goodfellas and Reservoir Dogs and stuff that was like really cool to me. And because I wasn't popular in high school, I would spend most weekends, especially beginning of high school, just watching movies around from Blockbuster. So I have an attachment to it, right? So, summer 2007, I'm living in New Jersey with my dad, and there's a Blockbuster like 2, 3 blocks from his summer home where we were living with my grandma, who's rest in peace. My dad's still alive, and yeah, and um, so I went up there, applied, got the job pretty easily. Um, And yeah, I worked with really cool people. There's this one guy named Kerry that if you see this video, please contact me because I miss you, man. We had some good times. But he joined the army shortly after I started working there. But he was cool as shit. We would like watch Saving Private Ryan or the really violent, gory movies like Smoking Aces or Shooter or Saving Private Ryan. We'd put it on the TVs. You know, like the rental stores had the TVs in every corner on the ceiling, and they'd play like a demo ad or like some kind of movie of some sort. We would play war movies, and whenever a kid walked in, we'd pause it just because we didn't want to get in trouble. But when the manager was there was none of that. We couldn't do that. I remember I brought a Led Zeppelin DVD once and said, asked the manager if we could play it. And he was like, I don't like hard music. So, anyways, but it was a pretty good job. People were cool. Um, I don't remember too much complaining from customers. Mostly they would ask like what for movie recommendations, like something good to rent. And there's one movie that came had just come out on video and DVD, uh, and it was called Fracture, starring Anthony Hopkins, like a crime mystery type thing, a lot like Silence of the Lambs. It's pretty just Silence of the Lambs rip off, and it has the same guy, Anthony Hopkins, in it. The movie's called Fracture, and it had just come out, and I was like, Fracture? Do you guys know a good movie to Fracture? I'm looking for a movie to watch with my son. Fracture? I really want to see a good movie tonight. What is a good Fracture? And we were allowed free rentals, so of course I saw it, and it was a decent movie. It was like the best movie ever. It was one of the better new releases at the time. So I remember doing that, and some nights there was a pizza place right next to the Blockbuster, and we would get pizza, we'd all throw in whatever. That was cool. What else? Oh, it was right when the Blu-ray came out, 2007. We had like one shelf. You know, like the shelves are like arranged in columns. We had like one column of Blu-rays, and we also had HD DVDs, which is the other new format that came, not DVDs, HD DVDs, and Blu-ray and HD DVD came out at the same time. HD DVD never caught on, but Blu-ray obviously did because it's still around today, even though some people don't like it or think it's a waste of money, which I kind of think is true, but I like all the special features and just knowing it's better quality. But yeah, Blu-ray had just come out, so we had like one shelf of that. And no one ever rented them because no one had a Blu-ray player. I don't remember renting one, not one time. Um, so yeah, that was Blockbuster. As time went on, I found a, Weed Connect. This is back when weed was illegal, and one of my coworkers would sell me weed. And that was cool. I just drive up there, be like, here you go. And what else happened? I don't know. But yeah, and then at the end of the summer, I was like, you know what, Dad, I want to go back and live with Mom, try and go to community college, do all this shit. Um, and he understood. So like that August or September or something, I moved back to Virginia, and I told my manager at Blockbuster, I was like, look, we have a Blockbuster in Williamsburg, Virginia, where my mom lives, where I'm moving to, and can you transfer me there? But she said, sure, yeah, absolutely. But there's some like technicality, like the North Cape May, New Jersey store that I worked in. Uh, it was like not part of the chain stores. It was like its own Blockbuster. It wasn't part of the word I'm thinking of. Franchise. It was not franchise store, and Norman Williamsburg was. So those two paths didn't cross. So I had to fill out an application and apply as a new employee. So I did it all online. Some of the weed I bought from one of my coworkers, I got hired one night and took the assessment that they give in retail jobs to see if you're honest and smart and know what to do in certain situations. I'm sure we've all had to take those at one point. They're starting to phase them out now, starting to do more effective and efficient employee screening. So they don't really do that anymore. But I had to take the employee assessment, and I failed it miserably because it was high as shit. And I was like, oh, dude, when I'm high, I'm so much cooler. So let's try and be cool how I answer these questions and suave. And I fucked the whole thing up so bad that they didn't hire me down in Williamsburg, Virginia. So I was like, I thought I was being smooth with it. I really thought like, oh yeah, this is easy. Yeah, just kind of be in the middle all the time. You don't want to be in the middle all the time. You want to be steadfast, resolute, and confident in your answers, and you want to be consistent. Like if they ask you what color is the green notebook over there, you say it's green, and then later in the thing they'll ask you if a notebook was over there, what color it would be, and you say green again, and they ask you different kinds of ways, but you're supposed to give the same answer every time, or else they think you're a liar. And obviously that failed miserably for me, but it's not very. People caught on to what they were looking for, so everybody knows how to fake it. So they don't really give those anymore. If your job gives one, let me know in the comment section. Um, how you got hired at a video store or any retail job and really. So yeah, I couldn't work at Blockbuster in Virginia when I moved. Yeah, I was upset about that, but there's a mom and pop video store across town on the other side of town. So, um, I went in there one day and was like, "Hey man, I worked at a Blockbuster. Are you hiring?" And he's like, yeah, but I'm probably not gonna give you many hours. And Tom was like, whatever, I don't care. So I was like, oh, that's fine. I can work like one shift, two shifts a week. That's fine. So I got the job there. It was called Movie Scene, uh, which is a locally owned video rental store that had games. It was just like Blockbuster, the same thing, only didn't have a blue logo. We had games, we had video, we had new releases. We had DVDs, we had Blu-rays, we had everything. We even had an adult porn section, which is a shame to admit that I've frequented quite often. And one of my managers was stealing money from the safe, and I had no idea. I just thought he was a cool, like, stoner manager, and but he was stealing from the manager, which I found out shortly after I quit to go back to the local community college. Um, but yeah, so that was weird. But there are other cool people working there. I remember we watched The Illusionist. That was a big movie out in video at the time, and yeah. So that just about 10 minutes here, so I'll wrap it up. But yeah, there's some stories from the front lines of American retail stores, which anyone that's been there knows it's not the most pleasant thing all the time, even though it's kind of a slacker position. Um, yeah, I worked at two video stores. I miss video stores. Netflix is great. You just pop it on. You can pop it on right now on my TV if I want, my computer. Um, but yeah, something about the excitement of walking in and just seeing movies everywhere and games everywhere, and then you walk the store, you walk the wall for the new releases, don't see anything, or you come in with a movie you want to see, like, oh, I want to see Born on the 4th of July. So you go in, you find it in the drama section, action section, whatever section. But yeah, and of course, I would always get hot tamales, the candy hot tamales, not like the Mexican cuisine, but the candy hot tamales. I always get a big jumbo box of those, and maybe a soda if I was feeling squirrely. Um, and when rent the movies, I would never get popcorn unless I was with like my family or something where you could do that. But yeah, good times, man. I miss video stores, I really do. And I hope that people are still able to get recommended movies they haven't seen before, and I hope that they're still interacting with other people and making friends and getting outdoors and mixing with the world and not just isolating and binging Lucifer for 3 weeks straight or whatever, how many seasons there are. My girlfriend watches that shit. I don't watch it, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. And shout out to the Game Chasers for giving me the idea for this video. The Game Chasers is a great channel. They have sub 200K subs, so go and sub to them because they do game hunting in like thrift stores, swap meets, everywhere. People, they get contacts, they go to their house, and they try to collect video games. And it's the greatest show. Their personalities are hilarious, and it's just a really well edited, highest quality. They're actually putting out a movie based on the show that one of the guys from the show was working on. I already have it pre-ordered. But yeah, the Game Chasers. Check out their channel, and if you like this video, watch their video because they got like four friends together that had worked at the Blockbuster in like mid to late '90s, I think, and made a video similar to this about just stories of like power bombing people on the cardboard boxes and stuff like that. They had a little more fun than I did, but I don't know about that, but like it's some exciting stories, and I'm drawing a blank now because I'm on camera and I can't focus. But yeah, it was fun working video stores. I'm proud to have done it. I still have my Blockbuster logo shirt. I'm not wearing it right now. This is something else, but I still have my name tag, and I still have the blue collared shirt with Blockbuster North Cape May and phone number logo on it. So yeah, that let me know if you've ever worked in a video store or if you miss video game store or if you think there are ways to fucking time. If you don't even know what a video store is, leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching, and please sub if you haven't. I only have 12 subs. Or is it 14? 12 or 14? I don't know. I gotta look. My last video got 1 view after like 2 weeks, so please watch this video. Watch the other, my last couple ones that haven't been getting views. So yeah, I'll end with that. I love you guys. Thanks for all my subscribers and more content on the way. I think I'm gonna do a top 20 video games of all time. So watch out for that. Alright guys, peace.